the top stories. Government launches project to establish digital climate data repository, and veteran farmer Andy Keynes embarks on new watermelon venture. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline.
Hey, I'm Cat from Third World.
Nicholas Branker here.
I'm Freddie Jackson.
You already know what it is, Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branker Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Ross, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, Itebulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small X Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running tongue again.
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Capleton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me, mama. When I check it, brand new man and next. Fine by me.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Celebrating culture, embracing our history. It's Culturama 50, July 25th to August 6th. It's the Caribbean's greatest summer line. See you there.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis has launched a groundbreaking project to establish the Federation's first digital climate data repository. This initiative aims to provide accurate and actionable climate data to better understand and predict the impacts of climate change, enhance disaster risk reduction, and inform climate services opportunities. Consultative sessions were held on June 17th to 18th, 2024 at the Nevis Disaster Management Conference Room and the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. Stakeholders from across the Federation participated in these sessions. The Digital Climate Data Repository will increase stakeholders and communities' understanding of climate change, early warning systems, and emergency response, thereby supporting more effective decision-making and mitigation of climate-related risks. Oren Manners, GCF focal point within the Ministry of Sustainable Development, emphasized that the project will enhance evidence-based decision-making through digitalization. Elmo Burke, Senior Met Officer, explained that the project emerged from a SWOT analysis of the St. Kitts Meteorological Department, which assessed its ability to inform decision-making in key climate-sensitive sectors. The project will also facilitate storm surge and wave modeling and introduce a public-facing website for meteorological services. Funded by the Green Climate Fund, GCF, the project will be implemented over 10 months by the international consulting firm HR Wallingford, which has experience working on climate resilience in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Caribbean Community Climate Change Center, 5Cs, will oversee the project, continuing its role as the government's delivery partner on several GCF-funded initiatives. Veteran crop farmer Andy Keynes of Connery is venturing into watermelon cultivation for the first time in his career that spans 4 decades. After decades of growing cassava, pigeon peas, okra, and pumpkin, Keynes decided to add watermelons to his repertoire, influenced by the Department of Agriculture's crop production initiative. This initiative is part of the St. Kitts Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Marine Resources 25 by 25 agenda, which aims to reduce the nation's food import bill by 25% by 2025. The program encourages local farmers to cultivate new crops using climate-resilient and sustainable methods to boost local production. In an interview with the ministry's Media and Communication Unit, Keynes shared that the department provided him with 1,200 high-quality watermelon seedlings, drip irrigation tools, and plastic mulch ground cover to support his new endeavor. This is his first time using the material on his farm.
The first time I using the cover, the matting, and it's the first time to planting watermelon here. Because I agreed to participate in the 25 by 25 program. So I agreed to plant watermelon. So I will continue to plant watermelon. The benefit of the ground cover is that you use less water. You have no weeding, it's not so much work because you see like there, so we have to like 3 or 4 weeding before you start to harvest. But with the matting, with the ground cover, you will have to weed it, and you use less water too, because you know it holds moisture.
Keynes, who also holds a bachelor's degree in agriculture, said this initiative enables him to cultivate nearly 10,000 pounds of watermelons. A press release from the Ministry of Agriculture said Andy Keynes' success symbolizes the potential for growth and transformation within the agricultural sector, emphasizing the impact of the 25 by 25 agenda in moving food producers closer to achieving a more sustainable and self-reliant food system in St. Kitts and Nevis. Coming up, Grace Gospel Hall is hosting a children's club reunion. Upfront is next.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you. Gosford's Value Mart IGA special.
Running June 13 to June 26.
Now our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Ocean Spray 100% cranberry juices, $14.99. Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, $11.49. Juicy Juice fruit juices, $13.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Pancakes and Waffles, $10.99. Essential Everyday Fries, $15.79. Suavitel fabric softener, just $19.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Chef Boyardee canned and microwave pasta, $6.99. Libby's canned vegetables, $2.99. Essential everyday old-fashioned and quick oats, $15.99. The Colgate toothpaste, $6.99. White Rain shampoo and conditioner, $4.99. Arm & Hammer liquid detergent, $14.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart, tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Hey, I'm Mary J. Blige.
Alkaline. Hey, I'm Cat from Third World. Nicholas Branker here.
I'm Freddie Jackson.
You already know what it is. Rose.
And this is your boy Ketidan inviting you to our annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Yep, that's right. From June 27th to June 29th, Mary J. Blige, Alkaline, Third World, the Nicholas Branker Band, Freddie Jackson, Rick Ross, and Ketidan will be joining Adamo, Akayu Sweet, T-Bone, I-Tabulous, Easy, Speedy, Pumpa, Nadia Batson, Corwin Dubois, Mr. Mention, Asa Bantan, Small Axe Band, Michael Tasia.
This madness in the capital, so I feel like I'm running tongue again.
Kabaka Pyramid, Jados, Busy Signal, Tommy Lee Sparta, Capleton, Massacre, Greenhouse Band featuring Mishka, Highlight. Ramon Watson, Tony Rebel, Brianna D, and 450.
Can't style me, mama. Why lie together? Brand new man and that's fine, mama.
The 2024 St. Kitts Music Festival at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, June 27th to June 29th. Big names with bigger vibes. This is where music meets paradise.
National Home Loans. Get your dream home. All could be yours. Walk through the door. Come take what you need. Get you the keys. All could be yours. What you deserve. National Home Loans. Get your dream home. Get your dream home. Right here. Get your dream home. National Home Loans. Get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Upfront here on ZIZ News. I'm Devon Cornelius and thank you so much for joining us. Today with me from the Grace Gospel Hall are Mavis Huggins and Pastor Brandon Grayson. How are you guys doing?
Hey, doing wonderful. Thanks, Devin.
Awesome. So tell us why you're here and what are some of the activities that you guys have lined up. Mavis, or who's going to take the lead?
I would let Mavis take the lead.
So I'm from Grace Gospel Hall, and over the years, from around 2011, Pastor Brandon came to St. Kitts as a youth pastor, and he got into be connected, and he started with us with a club, a boys, girls club, and a Awana club, and a Good News club. And why we are back now is that 13 years later, we brought all the young people back together. They're now from boys to men, girls to women and youth, and we brought them back together last night for a reunion service as we celebrate our 71st anniversary at the church.
What are some of the activities that form part of this reunion?
Well, we went to visit a young man who was part of the club, and he got in an accident last year, so he's unable to walk and all of that. So we went to his home and we visited, and then this morning we went to the prison because one of the boys we understood was in prison, and we went and spent more than an hour with him, really in fellowship. It was very emotional for us and him. He remembered what we used to do with him when he was younger, but he remembered that we did tell them if any one of them go to jail, we'll come in and see them them. So, and so we invited Pastor Brandon back. He had left the island several years ago, but we invited him back to come for this reunion, and he came, and he did not only come on his own, he brought 4 other young men with him. So Pastor Brandon will tell you more about it. But tonight we are going to be at the pasture in Virchals. That's the you know the name, William something complex, and we'll be on that pasture having a night of fun and games. We give them refreshments, and then tomorrow, Saturday, they'll be hiking from the mountain in Wingfield, going over to Phillips's, and then we're taking them to the beach, having a beautiful cookout barbecue with them, just bonding again and letting these young men and young women know that we love them. We also gave out some scholarships for members who had died. Their grandchildren, we gave them some scholarships, and it was a night of, last night was a wonderful night. We gave shirts to them, and it is remembering the past, embracing the next generation. So some of them are married, some of them, they brought their children and their mothers came. So it was a joy seeing that church filled, and some of them were outside. If you see those young men, I mean, it's just exciting, because when Brandon and they would have left, they would have been like some early teens. Now we have some of them in the 20s, 25. The one who went to see in prison, he's what, 25, and that's the joy of knowing that they remembered. As soon as he saw me, he was like, he said, Miss Mavis.
Pastor Brandon, what has the experience been like for you in terms of meeting these, I say, young people after 13 years?
Yeah, so I was on the island for about 9 years, right? So from 2011 to 2019, and so it's been gone for about 5 years. Yes. And so it's a surreal feeling to look back and see all that God did and how we were involved with them in their lives, and then where they're at now as they make choices, as they go through life, like we all do. And so, you know, some have made great choices and their lives are going this direction, others this way, but the awesome thing is God still loves them, and God cares about them, and it's our responsibility as the church. When I say our, I mean those who are believers as the church, to reach out and give.
What are your expectations for the different activities that you guys are going to be hosting for the reunion?
Well, the reunion last night, that piece of it was just amazing. The slideshow, seeing all that, that was just amazing to be able to share the word, hang out, people recognizing me, and I'm trying to go through the Rolodex in my head of like, man, you look so much different. I remember the face. What's the name? And I just was walking down at the port after eating, and I saw some boys, and they had Bastyr High School uniforms on. I was like, hey boys, how was exams? And they're like, oh, you know, they're good. And then they walk by, and a few seconds later they go, Brandon? And I'm like, Pastor Brandon? I was like, yeah, that's me. And so my son used to go up to Dean Glassford's, so shout out to Dean Glassford's, and they just recognized me from there because they went to Dean Glassford's. Now they're in Bastyr High. But it's just encouraging. So as far as expectations, man, I just want to go and just let them know I still care, still love, and most importantly that God still cares. There's churches in the communities all around that would love to just continue to pour into them, and those type of things. So at the pasture tonight, this evening, just look forward to playing games, hopefully some football, frisbee, tug of war, just whatever it is, and just laugh, have a good time. And then at the hike, you know, it's gonna be early morning, 6 a.m. I was trying to tell Mavis, like, are you sure 6 a.m. is a good time? Like, want to sleep in, you know?
Thank you so much, Pastor Brandon Grayson and Mavis Huggins of the Grace Gospel Hall. You've been listening to Upfront for Friday, June 14, 2024. I'm Devon Cornelius. Stay tuned for more local news.
Welcome back. As the St. Kitts Music Festival approaches, excitement is also building for several fringe events, including the highly anticipated DFB fishing tournament tomorrow, June 22nd. Kevin Bennett, a member of the Capistia Project Development Committee and the Capistia Fishermen's Cooperative, emphasized the event's dual purpose, community building and contributing to food security in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Essentially, it's something which is a community festival. The fishing tournament, you know, we're gonna have prizes, of course. Largest mahi-mahi, largest tuna, largest wahoo, largest billfish, and of course the largest shark. It's a community festival. It's a way to bring the community together. Also, we'll be hosting some cultural events, bull, masquerade and clown, etc. So it's more like a family fun day for everybody. Essentially, it's more like the Olympics of fishing in a sense. It's a way for the fishermen to showcase their skill and their technique and so on and so forth. And it's basically to bring recognition. The job that they do is very, very skillful, and persons are not aware how much skill is involved. So it's more like a competition to see who is the best. Okay. At the same time, it's, you know, it's a way of food security. We're helping to, you know, ensure that there's food security for everybody.
Reflecting on the tournament's growth since its inception 4 years ago, Bennett expressed gratitude for the community's unwavering support.
We are extremely blessed because we get full support from the community, persons outside the community. Last year was the first time we had a vessel that came from overseas, and the vessel, basically the fans, came from Statia to support the event, and they already told me they're going to be back here again this year, so we're looking forward to them.
The Day Fishing Tournament, though a relatively new addition to the St. Kitts Music Festival events calendar, has already made significant strides in community tourism development. The 2024 tournament is organized by the Capistia Project Development Committee in collaboration with the Capistia Fishermen's Cooperative. The event kicks off at noon with entertainment by Grandmaster's Band, DJ Caldo, DJ Kotai, DJ Shaggy, and Country Machine SD. For more information and updates, follow the Capistia Project Development Committee on social media. For the second consecutive year, the St. Kitts Music Festival will kick off its festivities with the SKMF Juve on Saturday, June 22nd. The popular band New Vibes International will lead the road jam from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. The event will start at the Bastia Fisheries Complex and proceed along the Bay Road to the National Museum. The procession will then move up Fort Street, turn right onto Keon Street, and then right onto West Square Street before heading back to the Bay Road and returning up Fort Street. The morning celebration will conclude at the downtown offices of Gold sponsor Flow. The SKMF Juve promises to be a thrilling prelude to the 26th anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival. Following the Juve, the SKMF local marketing team will host another festival junction at 12 p.m. where attendees can win tickets and other prizes. This event will feature top DJs and the dynamic host, 5-Star Pino. The 26th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival will take place from June 27th to 29th at the historic Wanapak Cricket Stadium. Come up in regional news. And